Greetings, Mr. Soundly. My name is not important. What is important is you. You, sir, have been selected, nay, picked out of millions and millions to join Simon Dan's SEAL Team 6. SEAL stands for Science, Education, and Logic. SEAL Team 6 is an elite group of people dedicated to eradicate ignorance and stupidity. It's a daunting task, we know, but that is why we have the best man on the job. Our team leader, Simon Dan. Our first officer, Conspiracy Cats. And now you, Mr. Soundly. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to educate the willing and the open-minded to the wonders of this world. We cannot stress enough how important it is for the people to know that the Earth is not a cube and Antarctica is not Madonna's new album. The people need you, Mr. Soundly. We need you. You have 72 hours to reply and let us know if you accept to join Simon Dan's team. SEAL Team 6 is waiting. This email has been sent from my Galaxy Note 9. A man can dream.
Way back in January last year, I made my first ever video. Take a look at this. I thought I'd start with something that's been getting a lot of traction recently, flat earthers. So I came across this flat earth guy on YouTube called D-Marble. He could be well known, I'm not sure, but I also don't care. Oof, so village. Yes, I decided to take D-Marble on in my first ever video. Back then I used to tell the video makers that a response was coming. This was his comment when I told him that very thing. That arrogance has stayed with me ever since, and the fact that I had 0 subscribers when I released that video was probably laughable to him. But guess what? Almost a year later, D-Marble will yet again be a subject of my video. Let's see how he likes this one now that I've got twice the amount of subscribers that he has. Welcome everyone to the final Flat Earth Friday of 2018. My name is Simon Dan. I hope you had a lovely, enjoyable and restful Christmas. D-Marble is someone I've always looked at and thought this man has no grasp whatsoever of any scientific understanding. So when I watched one of his recent videos on NASA, I simply had to comment. The video starts whilst he's watching one of NASA's live feeds.
You know what? I was just about to make a video about the ISS, and then I come over to NASA's channel on YouTube and I get this message. First one I got here, it was just a complete black screen, like there was no connection. Oh wait, looks like something's happening. There's that black screen again. Did they fix it? What happened? Let me refresh. Just disabled for this live stream. Still got the black screen.
Exhilarating stuff, isn't it?
Alright, so anybody wanting to watch NASA live feed from the ISS right now, yeah, you get nothing. Hope everybody's enjoying this.
Yes, it's positively thrilling.
There's $52 million a day at work right here. Absolutely nothing.
Yes, because they pump all of that money into their live ISS camera feed, don't they? I'm going to pop a little link in the description of the 2018 NASA budget. Have a little read of that when you get a chance, and it might give you a better idea of where all that money goes.
Said they may have lost connection to the satellites, or yeah, I'm just wondering exactly how NASA has no connectivity. I mean, aren't there like thousands of satellites orbiting Earth around the same altitude that the ISS is supposed to be traveling while orbiting the Earth? How exactly do they go about losing signal when all those satellites are up there bounce signals, but it doesn't make any sense.
The ISS communicates with NASA through a mixture of geostationary satellites and ground-based stations. However, there are sometimes slight gaps in transmissions due to line-of-sight constraints. The ISS is travelling much faster than these satellites and also is much closer to Earth. The ISS has an orbital height of around 400 kilometres, the geostationary satellites around 35,000 kilometres.
You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and use some other video. Okay, so now we have something on the screen. What's this supposed to be? Went from the black screen, went to the alert that there was a loss of connection, and now we're just looking off into the blackness of space, I suppose. Okay. Freaking get it together, NASA. What is this? What are we even looking at right now?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's a view from one of the nodes looking out into space.
Is this supposed to be live? So what I wanted to do was show you, anyway, regardless of these issues that NASA's having, something that I thought was pretty cool. The hurricane that was out, a few weeks back, NASA put out a picture of this, of the storm from the ISS, apparently. And what people started doing immediately was looking at the curvature that was presented by NASA and then comparing that to the globe. So I just wanted to show you this, how I do that, just as an example. Now, I was wanting to get some ISS footage from NASA on YouTube, but I had to find this video on Facebook, and I had actually posted this. Looks pretty ridiculous.
Why does it look ridiculous? It's an astronaut doing a spacewalk. That's amazing.
From the ISS. The volume's turned down so you don't have the audible sounds. And actually, this is a video that I had talked about a little bit on another video a while back. And there was a point where, let me see. Let's bring it back just a sec. Now hold on, you're gonna see in just a minute how there's this little mirror on his wrist. I believe it's right here. Hold on. Wait, right there. Bring it back. A few seconds. Bring it here. And alright, so he's supposed to be above Earth, and yet this mirror on his wrist is reflecting upwards, and you see a curve there, you see more Earth. I mean, it's obvious trickery here.
Obvious trickery. That wrist mirror is used by astronauts to read things that they cannot see because they're in the suit. That reflection is real.
A lot of people would have missed that, but yeah, that's a red flag in itself. But we'll continue on to view this footage. This is showing usage of a fisheye lens back there. Whatever the situation is.
It does look like a fisheye lens, but so what if it is? Firstly, the astronauts don't wear these cameras to prove to the 26 flat earthers of this world that it's a globe. And secondly, if that's not the true representation of Earth, does that mean it's automatically flat? No, it doesn't.
Back towards the camera, but the Earth is down here. But his mirror is showing something else, so. Alright. Moving along, you can see how the panels move. You see how the terrain kind of bends around the camera. Anybody that doesn't know, this is fisheye lens. In full effect right here. Okay, you know what? Well, here, no, not this one, not this one. I'm gonna try to get it at the very last second of this video. Probably gonna have some stuff pop up. You know what? I'll just take a picture right here. I'll just take a picture right here of this angle. So this is what they're telling you is real. This is what they're telling you is the legit curvature of the Earth.
Well, no, if it's the fisheye lens like you've just stated, then it's not the legit curvature of the Earth, is it?
Right here. So let me get this quick screenshot. Okay. Now, let's pull this over here. So now I'm in QCut Pro. This is where I do my video editing. I'll make that screenshot really small. Right there. Okay, so then what you do, you just have a globe. Alright, so you take your globe, shrink that down a little bit, bring that over here. Yeah, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so then you go back to NASA's photo.
So here I believe he's going to deliberately use an image which by his own admission is taken with a fisheye lens and at an altitude of only 400 kilometers, and compare that image with one of the globe taken from much further away, which has to be of course because the whole Earth is in it. That's called being deliberately dishonest.
Match that up to about where the curvature might be. And, you know, just observe what they're telling you reality is. So, that right there. That's about good right there. So this is what they're telling you is real from NASA. So just viewing that. Okay, that's about where the curvature lines up. This would have been the top up here. Yeah, it's a little rough, but you get the point.
Yes, I get your point, and it's about as credible as a promise from a politician. Here, check out this video which I did on a Flat Earth Brothers video who tried doing the same thing. Here is a picture of a golf ball. A golf ball has a diameter of between 41 and 42 millimeters. Now, if I place our hurricane picture on here and match up the lines, wow, my golf ball is what, 2,500 miles in diameter now? My point is this: if I'm taking a photo of something that's close up, let's say North America on the globe, North America takes up around 60% of the perceived surface. However, if I stand back and zoom in on North America, it appears much smaller in relation to the whole surface area. Here are both pictures next to each other. Try this yourself. It's a good debunk for this.
Okay, obviously the curve that's being presented by NASA is just ridiculous because...
No, what's ridiculous is you trying to pass this off as evidence that NASA is lying.
This is what they're showing right here. Right here. And this is just from one frame, and you can see how the curvature on that NASA live feed, it changes a whole lot in the process of the video as the camera shifts around. You'll see the curvature becoming wider, you'll see it becoming smaller, you'll see the panels going in and out, and just obviously it's trickery, obviously it's fake.
Au contraire, my little flat earth friend. I put it to you that you are the one using obvious trickery. You said it yourself. The curvature changes in each frame of the video due to the lens being used. Yet you try and pick one frame and use that as NASA's definitive guide for the curvature of the Earth. Trickery and fakery indeed.
But the idea that they're flying 250 miles in the air at 17,500 miles per hour and showing that degree of curvature, yeah, that's kind of a red flag. So just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, NASA's ridiculous, and I will stand by that.
Flat Earth is ridiculous, as are you and your little piece of evidence here. I will absolutely stand by that.
So that's all I just wanted to share with you. Gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Yeah, but do these for yourself. You know, go check out these videos where they're showing curvature on, you know, whatever it is. You know, these globe believers, they want to show curvature on whatever situation they're talking about. Just take that curvature that they're showing you, compare that to a globe, and see how it pans out.
Probably about as successful as your education. Right, that about wraps it up for the last video of the year. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Simon Dan. Please do like and subscribe for more of the same. Do not forget International Ballers Day on the 31st of December. I shall see you all on New Year's Day, where Jason Maggard, the guy who thinks the US is half the size we're told, is back. Happy New Year.